part for yourself. So I use Medium for my storytelling. If you go to Medium, I don't know if maybe after sharing this PowerPoint, I will show you my Medium page. But if you go to medium.com and search for Olamide Olaya, you're going to see some of my work. I have a friend as well. Her name is Nancy Amadi. She's very good with putting storytelling out. So you can go, all those people, those are the people that you should follow when you sign up on Medium. Sign up on Medium is very good. It is a platform that is easy to use. It's just like you posting on Twitter. That's how Medium is. Medium.com, you can go there and write your storytelling while you store your GitHub, your code in the GitHub. You can just put the link, just link all these things together. But if you want to be using GitHub alone, you have to put a README file in your GitHub. So that's how it works. When you go to Medium, try and follow the people that are in the data space. You can even copy what they've done and add your own spice to it. So you will be able to personalize it. When I was starting, I had to check people. I think during my presentation, Mr. Laka, the final project that we did, one comment stood out for me. It was a woman. I think she was from the UK. I don't know. It was a woman that judged that thing, and she said the way I was already speaking, that I was speaking like a data analyst already. It was because I had already gone. Like I've gone online to see how projects are being presented as a data person. You don't just come here and show the dashboard. Yeah, we can see the dashboard, but what is the recommendation that you are putting? That is the end goal. Any analysis that you are doing, the end goal is for you to suggest maybe a recommendation or something that the insight that you got from that analysis that you did. So that is how, those are the key components of a strong portfolio. I hope you guys are following. Please let me know so I will not just be speaking. Hi, Jumai, Sharon, Abuchi. Are you guys there?
We are here. We are listening. Keenly listening.
Okay, thank you. Sorry, I just like to carry people along when I'm speaking. So project ideas, there are so many sectors that you can get your project ideas from. I currently work in an e-commerce. The first work that I got as a data analyst, it was a senior role. Can you imagine? I got a senior role at first, like the first job I would get because of my mouth and my portfolio. So like whenever I'm going for an interview, like I already know the story that I want to go and tell them. It's already in my head. I've rehearsed because most of the time too, like, growing up, I was not as, what do they call this thing? Sorry, when I remember the word, I'll say it. When I was growing up, like I was not, there's this word. Sorry, when I remember, I will tell you. So
outspoken.
Yes, I was not outspoken. I was not as eloquent as this because I'm a very shy person in person. So like I tend to rehearse. I rehearse everything that I want to say. I know the story that I want to go and tell them, even though I do not have any experience. All the customer service job that I've done, I turned this to data analysis role because then I didn't know what I was doing. I know how to do all those things. So I'll just apply. Okay, if I'm applying for in an e-commerce institution now, I will know that okay, they'll be dealing with sales a lot. They might be dealing with sales ID. Just research. If you research all these things and you're using the keywords, trust me, you might even get a senior role at first as your in your data space. So project ideas, you can just spread your wings and try to get these ideas from all this sector, the e-commerce, the finance, entertainment, health, personal. You can even use your personal work as your project. I know somebody that I'm currently like mentoring. She's a stylist. So she said she wants to be able to apply data to her styling job, blah, blah, blah. I just told her that, okay, well, the first thing you have to do is start gathering your data. So even your personal life, you collect data every day. That is why data is a very versatile space for you to explore and for you to grow in. No matter the sector that you work, even if it's bank, fintech, or anything, there are projects, there are data projects in that sector. Because all those people, everybody will gather data, will collect data every day. You as a data person you are responsible for making those data useful. You are responsible for bringing out insights from those data. So there are several sectors that you can explore. These are the project ideas. From e-commerce, you can deal with maybe customer behavior to see the people that are patronizing or the people that only come when there's a promo. All those things, those are the things that somebody that is in e-commerce will be interested in. If it is finance, you can do maybe savings trend, how people are using their app, credit scoring. I'm still going to talk about where to get your data from. Don't worry, we are going to get there. But these project ideas, these are the sector that you can explore to get projects in your portfolio. Yeah, so where to get your data? If you go to Kaggle, Kaggle.com, or if you just press Kaggle on Google, you will see there are so many data in Kaggle that you can explore. World Bank, you can choose any topic that you're passionate about. I would suggest that you choose from e-commerce, because e-commerce is very easy. E-commerce is just, okay, you are selling, I'm paying for a service and I'm getting something. There's products, there's sales, there's maybe salesperson, all those things that there are things that you can easily relate with. So you can easily start from there. Start small. The first project that I posted on my Medium, if I go there now, I'll be like, why did I do this thing like this? But then that shows my growth. You don't have to start from, okay, no, I want to start building all those big AI algorithms. Start small. The more you start and you grow in it, because at the end of the day, if you don't start now, when you want to start, you're still going to start from that beginner spot. So it's best you start small, and you can get data from Kaggle, you can get data from Google Data Set Search, although it might be hard to get data. That's why all these sites are very useful. You can just note them down, or if you need me to send the slides to you, I'll send it through Mr. Alaka and you get to it. So another point that really helped me is hackathon. I'm a very competitive person. During my time, I wanted to be the best student, but I don't know the reason why Mr. Alaka cannot give it to me. I like competition. So like anything I'm doing, I always like to put in my best. And if there's a prize at the end of the day, there was a prize that the best student was supposed to get, the free certificate or something. Yes, I remember. So I wanted to be the one to get that free certificate. So if there's a prize at the end of anything I'm working on, I tend to put more energy to it. So hackathon really helped me in my data science. I said that as data analyst, all the machine learning algorithms that I've written, all of them, they are from hackathons. And because there's a prize at the end of the day, it's always helping me. Okay, if I'm trying to do something, I will be thinking that what can I do to make my own work stand out? And at the end of the day, even if you don't win that hackathon, you already have another project that you can put in your portfolio. So that's the gist. If you don't win it, you have a project that you can craft together and post about. Just even if you are maybe part of the top 5, top 10, just put the project together, put it in Medium, put your code in GitHub, then go and announce it on LinkedIn. Everybody, what they are doing on LinkedIn is they are packaging whatever they've done. If you post it on LinkedIn, all the people that are in the data space, or all the people that know you, they will be so proud of you. They'll start writing, I'm proud of you, I'm proud of your growth, blah, blah, blah. Those are the things, all these things that they are there. You cannot just go, it cannot be deleted. Even if you get there like later, in 5 years to come, it's still going to be there. And if you are somebody that is in Nigeria and you're trying to go through global talent, trust me, this thing is going to help you at the end of the day. Because currently I'm working through the result of this global talent, and I can now see how important portfolio is. Apart from you getting a job, global talent visa, I don't know, you can read up on it. Global talent visa, they are also big on what you've done. What are your workings? What have you done so far? So if you want to build something like that, if you are planning that, okay, well, I want to rely on this visa in the next 3 years, then you should start building your portfolio now. Because all those dates, the date that you post it is very important. The date that you modify that your post or that your project, it is also important. If you are posting, there was a global hackathon that I jumped on, MotherDoc and Airbyte. It was even them Oyibos that accessed that gave us the hackathon to work on, the project to work on. Although I did not win, but I got an honorable mention. That honorable mention alone is enough to say that, okay, well, at least this person, for somebody that is not even in Nigeria, to say that, okay, your work is so good that I have to mention it, because they have to just pick like one person as the winner. So they now mentioned me, my team, and one other team like that. And they were like, okay, something like that is enough. Like amongst like 65,000 people that jumped on that hackathon, I was able to get an honorable mention. That is a win for me already. And the project that I worked on, I was able to package it together and also post it on my Medium. You can use that Medium as your portfolio page. It's just as if you are posting on Twitter. That's how I can relate it together, because you can put your pictures, you can put your story, you tell us what you are doing, the problem you're trying to solve, your approach. There's a star schema that I always, the situation, task. Mr. Alaka, please help me. The star schema, there's a star approach to you solving issues. So the situation is this S, then the result is the last, I guess, but I can't remember the other things that I said. So just ensure that you are working with an approach that is working for you at the end of the day. So why hackathons matters, you will be working with real life problems and there's a time pressure. I know we can all get comfortable if there's no deadline. I like it when people work with deadlines because that time pressure is going to be there and you're going to be able to achieve a lot in a short time space. I preach hackathons to people because it has really helped me. It helps my growth because there's a time frame I'm working with, and I'll be able to work on real life problems and also pick up new tools as fast as possible because I'm working with a time frame. So if you're working on hackathons, there are so many data hackathons that are flying around. You can join all these groups. I'm in like 5, 10 data group on WhatsApp. So anything that I'm seeing there, I'm already picking it up if something I'm interested in. So if you want to work on hackathons, and the gist, we are talking about portfolio here. The gist is even if you don't win in that hackathon, you can still post the project. I'm talking about how you can see projects to post on your portfolio. If you are this person that if you don't want to just go on Kaggle, pick a data and be working on it, you are not that interested. But if you are competitive like I am, and there's a time pressure, you'll be able to solve those things and you'll be able to put the project on your portfolio. So even when you are going for an interview, you can also talk about it that okay, oh, from this I was able to do this, I was able to do that. And even if you don't win, you walk away with skills, you walk away with experience, and there's something to showcase. So there's nothing you are losing at the end of the day. So teamwork, feedback, and fast growth. When you're working on a hackathon, there's a chance that you'll be working with a team. So the things that you don't know from this person, that you don't know before you started the hackathon, at the end of the day, before you finish, you would have known it that, okay, oh, that's Streamlit. I didn't know it before. So it's because we used it in an hackathon that I worked on, and I was part of the top 5. I think I was the third. Yes, that stream like in a very fast pace. So if I'm applying for a job and they are saying, okay, oh, we don't use Power BI here, we don't use Tableau here, but we use Streamlit, I can easily say, yes, I've worked with Streamlit before and I'll be able to defend it. And that is already part of my portfolio. So hackathon also help you to work and gain a lot of things within a very short time space. So that's why I tend to talk about hackathons when you're trying to build your portfolio. You can go on Zindy, yeah, Zindy as well. You can note all these sites down so you can check them out later. Zindy, they post hackathons a lot and you win in dollars. If you like money like me, if you go to Zindy now, and there will always be a beginner friendly hackathon that you can jump on, and if you win, you're going to win in dollars, and at the end of the day you can post the project as your own on your LinkedIn. It doesn't matter, you worked on it, it is the work of your hands, and you have something to show for it at the end of the day. So
I think we've lost her again.
sorry, can
Okay, I
you
think
guys hear me now? I was kicked
yeah.
out because of my network.
Oh, welcome back. Welcome back.
Okay. Yeah, so presenting your portfolio in interviews. So now you've worked on
share
so
your
many.
screen. Can share your screen
Oh,
again.
okay. Yeah. Okay, so now you've worked on so many projects. You've jumped on hackathon. You've picked data from Kaggle. You've done a lot. Now your portfolio is full. How do you present it? Okay, this is the STAR method I was talking about. How do you present it in interviews? So you just choose 1 or 2 strong projects that you've worked on, or the best one, the one that you can easily say, even if somebody wakes you up in the middle of the night, that, okay, please tell me about this project. That is the one you should pick. You don't have to talk about all the projects, or maybe you can streamline it depending on the field or the sector you are trying to apply that job on. Maybe you're applying in a fintech company and you've worked on a financial data before. Trust me, they will be interested in that financial data. That is the one that you should pick. Or maybe you are trying to apply in an e-commerce company and you've worked on a sales data before. Pick that sales data and talk about it. So it depends on where you're applying for a job or where you want to talk about the project, and the best one that you can easily flow with. On my portfolio, I think the last project that I worked on, the final project from Mr. Alaka, I even posted it there. So the last project, I know they normally give us a capstone project at the end of every session or every class. That overall project, package it, write a story behind it and put it. Can be your first portfolio work. As long as you've already done it and there's a dashboard to show for it, put it there. Write a story, because a story tends to show context to the project that you are working on at the moment. So when you're talking about it in the interview, just pick one or two, and when you are working your examiner through the project, you mention the tools that you use for it. Let's say, okay, well, I worked on a project, I was trying to get customer behavior for this particular company, then I got the data. I used Excel to do the data cleaning. I removed unnecessary spaces. I trimmed it. All those things, those are the things that will be interesting the person that wants to hire you, because those are the things that they use to on a day-to-day. So when after cleaning, I moved it to Power BI. I used Power Query to do the, like, just be mentioning all those keywords. Those are the things that they'll be interested in. This person knows what she's doing, or this person knows what he's doing. So all those things when you're talking about, choose the one or two strong projects that you really use the tool. They will not go and say, okay, oh yeah, go and bring it, come and show me. They must have gone through your projects before they even called you for that interview. So when you are talking about it, this is the time for you to add so many juice to it. When I'm gisting people, for the gist to be very sweet, I will add so many adjustments to it. So when you're talking about your projects too, even though you did not put it, you know that, okay, I should have done this, just add it to it, and they will know that, okay, this person knows what he or she is doing. So use the STAR method as well: the situation, the task, the action, and the results. That's what I was trying to talk about. So any project that you are trying to work on, you should know the end goal of that project. The end goal is to suggest how their sales can be better, or the end goal is to see why customers are not buying well. The end goal is to, like, that is the result. So there's a situation at hand, and there's a result that you're trying to give at the end of the day. So you talk about the business impact, not just the tools. I've already mentioned that you should talk about the tools that you use, and also you talk about the business impact, and you show your thought process. Critical thinking is one of the important skills for a data analyst as well. You're supposed to be able to think outside the box. So that is like one of the soft skills that you should have. I've spoken about storytelling. Now I'm talking about critical thinking as one of the soft skills that you should have, because it is very important. Let's say there's a customer user behavior that you're trying to work on now. You can just say, okay, in this project, analyze e-commerce user to find why conversion rates are dropping. I use SQL, I use Power BI to find this and this and that. That is impact. That is the business impact of the project that you just worked on. Trust me, anybody in that field will be interested in that person, that, okay, well, this person is not just solving, just using tools up and down. You are able to mix business use with the tools, with the analytical skill that you have, which is a very beautiful combination at the end of the day. So you show your thought process through as well. If you've not worked on any project and you come to an interview and they're saying, okay, well, can you do this? Can you do that? If you're saying yes, 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 they will not be as impressed as, can you do this? Yes, there was a time that I used this in the project. I did this. Like, you're carrying the conversation from where it was to another level entirely, and they will be interested in what you have to say. So instead of just saying yes, you are saying yes with workings. You are showing workings for the yes that you're saying. So let me move on to the next slide. Okay, so the common mistake that people make during the structuring of their projects. Yeah, the common mistakes to avoid: too many basic or tutorial projects. Like I said, you can start with a basic project. That is very fine. Because at the end of the day, you have to start from a particular spot. And I believe I'm speaking to maybe beginners or mid-level data people here. So you can start with too many basic. You can start with a basic project, right? You grow into it. Like I said, you have to grow into all these things. You cannot just wake up one day and start building like a big project. You can do that as well, but if you are trying to make money as you grow, this is the best way to go about it. Don't do too many basic projects, but you can start with it. Start with it. Then if you say that, okay, well, I've done this project, you can give it to somebody to review for you. You can send it to me. I think I'm on the group. There are so many people that send their project to me that say, okay, let me go through this. What do you think I should do better? I'll tell them, okay, well, this is good, this is good. But since you're already done with it, post it. The next project that you are doing, ensure that you put this, ensure that you put that. So that shows your growth path at the end of the day. Nobody is an island, but you grow. We grow every day. Even in this tech space, you have to keep reading. You have to keep growing. You have to keep putting in the work, or else so many people are coming into the field and you have to stand out. So I think that is what most people will be interested in. So don't avoid too many basic ones. Don't just stay in one spot. Grow as you are building your projects, your portfolio. Don't let them get your portfolio and everything that is there is just Excel. After Excel, you don't have anything that they believe that it is only Excel that you know how to do. So in a company that they need somebody that can write SQL, they need somebody that can build dashboards like Power BI dashboards. They will believe that, okay, I know this person. As you know, get any Power BI projects on his or her portfolio, that means she's very good with Excel, but we don't need an Excel person here. So don't just be static, grow into your portfolio, and it's going to get you a very strong portfolio at the end of the day. No context or explanation. When we were doing our final presentation in Alaka's first cohort, there are some people that just brought their dashboard as it were. It was just there. There was no explanation. Although we were supposed to get the context because they gave us data sets in class and we already knew what the data set was doing. But at the end of the day, you still have to put your own context to it. You still have to explain it. Tell us the business problem. Tell us your approach to it. Tell us the insight and the recommendation. That is the end goal. You cannot just be building dashboard. There's a path to it. So that is why you have to put context and explanation in your portfolio. The storytelling, that brings me to the third part, the lack of visuals or storytelling. So you need to avoid that. Visuals is very important. You have to be able to build visuals that are appealing and they are not too congested together. I'm sure Mr. Alaka must have taught everybody all those things. So the storytelling part, you have to be able to tell a story with your portfolio or any project that you're working on. So copy pasting code. This part too, you don't just copy and paste. I know AI is everywhere. When I was learning with Mr. Alaka, I did not even know about ChatGPT then. Everything I was doing, if I did not understand, I was just going to put to Google, please, how do I write this? How do I write this? But now everything is more seamless and easy. It is very good and it might be bad as well. If you are just copying and pasting and you cannot defend what you are doing, it is not going to speak well for you at the end of the day. So even if you have a strong portfolio and during interviews and they're trying to tell you that, okay, walk me through, how did you do this? How did you do that? And you cannot like boldly say, this was how I was able to come about this thing and all of that, it is going to not lead well. So even if you copy and paste, try as much as possible to be able to defend that thing that you pasted. As long as you can defend it, you should be fine. So poor formatting and documentation, still brings us back to the storytelling part. To be able to document your portfolio very well, any project that you're working on that you want to put in your appealing way. If any random person is coming there to see, they should be able to understand easily that, okay, this is what this person is trying to say. That is what this person is trying to say. So try and avoid poor formatting and poor documentation in your project that you're putting in your portfolio. Okay, that is all. Your portfolio is your stage, make it memorable. So at the end of the day, your portfolio, like I said, during the introduction phase, it is your own. Nobody's putting you under pressure. It is your portfolio. So make it as memorable as it can be. Make it as strong as it can be. Because this is the time. There was a time when I was still trying to look for a job. I was doing projects. But when I got the job, I never have time to do project again, apart from hackathon. If I now do hackathon, okay, well, yeah, let me put this one there. Because once you are in that field already, you will be so busy, like with work and all of that. You'll be trying to get more gigs. You'll be trying to earn more and all of that. But this, in your stage where you're still trying to get that your first role, this is the time for you to build as many projects as possible. Trust me, most of the data person that I know that when we're trying to look for jobs together, that they were doing all this portfolio, they can see any task now, any project. Let me quickly do this so I can put it in my Medium. Let me quickly do this so I can put it on my GitHub. At the end of the day, when we now got the job that is paying us well, nobody don't go back to portfolio again, unless we are trying to now get a more better one and all of that. This is the time for you to build that portfolio because it is going to help you, even not now, but later, it's going to help you a lot. Start with one complete and impactful project. There are so many people that will start, okay, well, let me do this or let me do that one. At the end of the day, they will have like 4 or 5 incomplete projects that they will not be able to finish. So just try. If you are starting with one, try and finish it. Write a story. There are some projects that I've done that I've not posted because I've not had time to craft story around it. But if you can finish it, like I said, 2 to 3 well-done projects is greater than 10 unfinished ones. Because if you not finish them, you will not be able to post it on your page. You're not able to post it as a project. You're not able to use it to build your portfolio at the end of the day. So I hope I'll not be able to convince, I'll be confused you. I'll be able to convince you that portfolio is very important in the data space when you're trying to get a job. So thank you so much. I don't know if I was too fast, but I hope you guys
Yeah,
get it.
before you go, I mean, there will be question and answer one, but we also want
Yeah,
you to
sure,
show us your portfolio, because we actually want it to be a practical section whereby at the end of this class, people can actually go back to their comfort zone and also start building their portfolio with immediate effect, before the zeal
Okay.
die down. Thank you so much.
Okay, let me share my screen now. So,
Please, everyone, please prepare your question. Prepare your question so that after this demonstration, we can all ask the question. Okay, so while we are waiting for her to share the screen, I believe everybody learned a lot. I have also learned a lot of things. I want to bring out is don't give up. I've seen many of us when you start posting, uploading things on LinkedIn, on your portfolio, that sometimes you might feel relaxed. This race is actually not for the weak. Once you have agreed that you want to go into it, you have to be consistent. So once you start posting on LinkedIn, once you start working on projects, continue it. Don't stop. Because the way technology is going, you must be updating yourself every day. So the time you said you want to relax before you go back, things would have changed. As I said earlier, that many of the jobs I have done, I got them through LinkedIn. And that was because I was using LinkedIn as my portfolio. Every of the project I worked on, I upload them on LinkedIn. I just put it there. Oh, I've worked on this project. This is what I'm able to achieve. This and this and this and this and that. And a lot of people are actually seeing it. A lot of people are saying it. Many people might not comment. Just on a blue moon, someone just chatted me up and said, "Are you available for this role?" I said, "I'm available." She said, "Send me your CV." And I sent the CV, and by God's grace, I am here. And I have a lot of people like that, a lot of friends. I have some on this call. I have a lot of friends. That is how they got job, international job. This is not Nigerian job, international job through LinkedIn. If you do not post anything, if you do not have anything there, nobody will reach out to you. Okay, so that is the essence why we need to, and you have to be consistent. Don't say because you have posted one and two or three and you did not see anything, then you stop. You say it's not working. It works. We have one person on this one of our, or I think batch 4 or batch 3. After our project, we always have a capstone project at the end of every training batch. The capstone project, she uploaded it on LinkedIn. The project was on healthcare or something. Could you believe that at the end of after some time she got a job as a result of that project she uploaded? You know, don't whatever it's worth doing is worth doing well. Once you have decided that you want to go into this field, you want to move into this field, be consistent and put your hard work into it. Another thing I also want to highlight is networking. We have a lot of great people in our community. You can see one of them is Olanike. Olanike, as from what she has said, she has interviewed a lot of data analysts. And we have a lot of data analysts in our community that are still looking for a job. So please try to network. Try to network. This is an opportunity. Reach out to everyone. You remember we have groups. We have groups for those that have, for the previous batch, your group are still existing. Network. Try to reach out to people. You don't know whether they have the opportunity you are looking for. All right, so I will leave it to Olanike. Can proceed, Olanike.
okay, yeah. So this is my Medium page. I'm not using my laptop currently, but I just have to search for my name from my sister's account. So this was the last thing I posted. Garbage in, chaos out. Why data quality still rules AI. So I was invited to speak about AI recently, and I just had to come and put it here. Then I don't know. Let me search for. Okay, this was an hackathon that I worked on. Like Zindi, I've already mentioned this Zindi. It's a place where you can go to and get so many data sets to work on, and also you can win if you are one of the top 5. So from here, 1,024 people joined the hackathon, and I was the 15th person. So I already applied my certificate here, and I wrote a story. Like I said, you have to write a story. So this is the second time. You can go through it, so I will not waste our time. This is a data science project, right? By the way, so credit scoring, blah blah blah, and all of that. Let me look for the one that I did during Mr. Laka's time, because I posted it here. I don't know, maybe you will remember. Where is this? Yeah, Adventure Works. This is it. So he gave us an assignment on Adventure Works, annual report analysis. But see, okay, I will walk you through how you can put all these pictures. There are some pictures that you can get directly on the page, and there are some that you have to put in yourself. So this is an overview, blah, 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 for the year with the use of SQL database and Power BI. So from this, they already know the things that I use for the project. When you are done with this, you can easily post your Medium to your LinkedIn. So there's a way to connect all these things together. Like Mr. Laka said that he's using LinkedIn for his portfolio majorly. What I do is I post my work here, and I can now copy the link and post on LinkedIn that check this, check that. So you can use any approach. Actually, there's no one road leads to market, as they say. So data source, the data I used for this analysis was obtained from this and this. This is just how to carry people along when they are trying to read your work. So this is the data extraction, data modeling, data visualization. So from here, these are the 3 things that I use in solving the project. So the data extraction part, in the process of doing this, blah, 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 I launched my SQL Server, SSMS. Just mention it is your page at the end of the day. So everything that you think that is worth mentioning, and you attach screenshots. So this was how I queried it. So they will know that, okay, I actually did it. You can take screenshots and put it here as well. So this is just me carrying them along when they are going through this. You can still go there and check. And there are some amazing people that you should check when you are signing up on Medium. There are people that you can actually check out their work, and you can replicate the same thing. This is the data modeling part. So they will know that I actually did it. So when you are doing anything and you are doing it to showcase, this is show off, basically. You have to show off everything. So they will know that you know what you are doing. So this is the part of the data modeling, how I connected the DIM, customer, the dimension, and fact table, how I connected them together, blah, blah, blah. This is the data visualization that I did. Then the visual represented, blah, blah. I still explained everything. So at the end of the day, this is the result. These are the things I observed from the data set that I worked on. If you have gone through it, then you know these are the products. This one maintained the most popular products across regions, this and that. So I now recommended some things to the company, that a business development team should be set up in the company to initiate new ideas and strategies to boost more sales and create more awareness in the least performing country. So from the project I've worked on, I have known that there are some countries that are not performing like others. So let us see how we can bring them up, which is the goal of any data analyst. So this is, let's connect on LinkedIn, blah, 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 Twitter. So at the end of the day, there's a way to connect all these things together. So let me just walk you through how you can create your own. So this is not my account. Like I said, I'm using my sister's laptop because I was trying to solve the camera issue, but then it's still not resolved. Sorry, I'm trying to move this. Okay. When you sign up on LinkedIn, you can come here, you now click on write. It's just as if you are posting on Twitter. So you put your title, you tell the story. Let's say you're trying to add an image. Once you click on this plus sign, you can already read it, add an image, video, embedded part. Let's say I want to talk about a library, how people come in and buy something, and I'm trying to use books. If I search book here, it's going to suggest so many books for me to pick. I will now pick the one that I really speak to, the one that I like. So if you just pick it, let's say I'm analyzing the data on how much people read, or the genre of book that people are interested in the most. So you can just pick all those things. All those visuals, they make people to be interested in what you have to say. So from there, and if you want to publish something and you're not ready to make it go live, you can easily share your draft with any of your mentors. I even till now, I still share my drafts with somebody. The last post I posted about the I still shared with somebody that is very good with all this storytelling, and I told her to let me go through it. If the person now says it's okay, then you can now make it go live. So there's a place where you are done. There's a way you can share draft link. I'm not sure you guys can see it. You can share your draft link to anybody to help you go through it before you publish it. This page is free. Medium.com is you don't have to pay anything. Just go there and sign up and start posting. You can go there and follow some data people. You can follow Nancy Amadi. You can follow Laminike Olaya. You can follow Abu David. Those are my friends that are in the data space. So you can write them down, and they are going to, like, their page is going to give you insight on how to go about your own. So when you are done, just copy, post it on your status, let people know that this is what you are doing. Me, I'm a very loud person. I like social media a lot. Everybody on my contact list, they know that this is the work I'm doing. Post it on your story. They will help you post it and also comment in all these things. So this medium is what I use the most, and that's the only thing I'm showing now. So Mr. Laka, have I done justice to showing how this is done?
Thank you so much for that. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. All right, I think it's time for question. It's time for question. So as she has said, Medium is a free platform. And I will want, even as we are on this call, I want everybody to sign up on Medium. And for those that are our students, I want to be seeing your drafts. From now henceforth, I want to be seeing your drafts. Create your account first. Everybody should create their account first, then start putting those projects. So it's time for question. Question time, please. Question. Any question in the house?
Hello, good evening.
Yes, good evening.
Yeah. I'm not really a social media person per se. Yeah, can you just try and explain that medium? Now they're asking us to go and sign up. I'm not really sure where to go and sign up on. So could you just clarify us on that?
Thank you. Thank you so much for that. I'm going to drop the link on the comments. I will drop the link on the comment section. So you can just click on the link and click on sign up. Then you put your information and you'll be able you landed on the page. So from there, it's direct. It's simple to from what we have seen, just click and you'll be able to put the information. And one thing that we should do is that check other people's work. The good thing about IT is most of the things are not new. They are repetitive, and it is dangerous. When something is repetitive, it's dangerous. Why? Because of AI. Because AI is looking to collect people's job. And who's are the type of people that AI is trying to collect their job? People that their work are repetitive. Do you know, as a graphic design, do you know that I might not need to work with graphic design anymore with the advent of AI? That is the next topic we are going to do. I don't want to talk much about it, but the topic could be prompting your way to smarter work. I don't want anybody to miss that topic, because once you're able to go through that topic, it's free. It's free section. By next month, we are going to come together again. We are going to bring our expert who is going to talk about prompt engineering. How do you write that prompt to create AI itself? How do you write that prompt to make your work smart? We're going to talk about it, but I don't want to dwell so much on that. We are talking about portfolio. So please, I want everybody to create their portfolio, create it on Medium, create it and start uploading your project. For those that already have their project done, please start uploading them gradually. And don't forget, network. Communicate with people. Communicate with people. Communicate with people. All right. Any other question? Any other question? I expect everyone to have question. Question or contribution, rather. Contribution. Question or contribution. All right. So if there is no question, so I want to especially appreciate everyone. Okay.
So
you can ask the question.
My question is, so the same way Medium works, is it also the same way LinkedIn also works when it comes to like putting out your portfolio?
Okay. Olaminike, do you want to answer that? Or you want me to answer it?
Let me go first, then you can wrap it, like contribute. Thank you. So the way Medium works is uh, it's a bit different, right? Because on Medium can suggest the visuals that you want to use. Like I said, if you are talking about books or you're talking about e-commerce, there's a there's a feature on Medium that can suggest the um, visuals that you want to use, right? Which LinkedIn will not do. So that is one that differentiates them. But on LinkedIn, if you're trying to post maybe your thought process about how your learning has been going, it's best to use LinkedIn. Just post it and people will read it and congratulate you, right? But if you want to have where you can post everything, your thought process, your approach to solving the issue, because it might be so long on LinkedIn that people might get bored. And for you to be able to copy that post exactly, or that in particular on Medium, you can post the link of your GitHub. You can post it on LinkedIn too, but our advice is just use Medium. There are some posts that it is LinkedIn suitable. There are some posts that is Medium suitable. So I will not say one is better than the other. It just depends on the use case. But it's not the same thing. There are some things that Medium has that LinkedIn does not have. There are some things that LinkedIn has that Medium does not have, right? But it is best that you just connect the two together. On your LinkedIn, you can put your Medium link. On your Medium, you can put your LinkedIn link. So I think that's just the best approach to choosing the word I want to use.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for that. You have another question?
Yes, just to just ask like a second question.
Okay.
So I understand what you just said, but just to like get more clarity, when it comes to profitability in terms of like getting job or getting opportunities, which is more, which is better? Is it Medium or LinkedIn? And just like Mr. Alaka said earlier, he said, he got most of his jobs on LinkedIn and all that. So which is more profitable? Yeah, like if like now, like wanting to start out, like which should we pay more attention to right now that we're just beginning to cast our net out?
That is what I was about to answer. So the answer is post on the two. Whatever you have done, put it on LinkedIn, put it on Medium. The good thing is that on your CV, you can put the two links. On your CV, I mean, we do CV review for our students as well. On your CV, one of the components that you should have is your LinkedIn link to your LinkedIn and link to your portfolio, which is your Medium. So, I mean, that is one of the things that will actually make you stand out among others. Because when they are checking the CV of everyone that submitted for that role, and they're able to see that you have a portfolio, others do not have a portfolio, they will be interested to click on that link. They click on that link, they go to your portfolio. And with that, you're able to see different works, different projects you have worked on. So my answer is just put it on the two. I mean, put it on the two. Hope that answer your question.
Yes, it does. Thank you.
You are welcome. The good thing about the portfolio is that you can actually improve your work. When you put it in your portfolio, you can always go there and modify it. You remember when Olanike said, he said some of the project, the first project she uploaded, if she check it now, say, wow, am I the one that did this? She can actually go back and say, okay, let me do some improvements. I personally have worked on several projects that I cannot even remember again. I worked for one company that after many years I've left the company, they employed someone else. The person was looking for me. Just where to look for me on LinkedIn. I said, who is this man that did this project? And that project I've forgotten. Such projects were supposed to be kept in a portfolio. I mean, there was a time I lost my laptop. It got corrupted. So if I had some project that were resident on there and I did not have it on any of my portfolio or any of my cloud base, that is how it's going to be lost. But when you have them on portfolio, it's going to be safe forever. And it will also be an encouragement for you to do more because you know that they are doing it for something. Anybody that sees your work, I mean, by their fruit we shall know them. Once I see what you have done, I've seen your project, then I will know what kind of person you are. And the good thing is you can copy and paste. not literally that you copy someone else and paste it. You can replicate people's work. You see this, okay, wow. So I'm interested in this type of project. And the good thing is that this solution are actually open source. What is open source? It means you can actually do the same thing and you can improve on it. If you go on Kaggle, there are different projects on Kaggle. You can type a kaggle.com. There are different projects. Kaggles do competition. There was one competition I wanted to did that time. It was 50,000 USD. That was the price. It was on the project was on. They asked us to build a model that would detect AI. I mean, for instance, if you copy something from AI, copy a text, and you put it in that solution, it's going to tell you whether it is AI writer or human writer. That was the competition. So a lot of competition, and you will see a lot of people that have worked on the same competition, and you will be able to see what they did. If you click on what they did, you'll be able to see their code. They can even put the link to their GitHub. GitHub is where they save their code. You can see their code there. I say, oh, so this is how they do it. Let me also do the same thing. And while you are doing it, you can say, okay, let me also improve on it. You are learning. So, but the main thing is the zeal. As we all know, when there is nothing, I mean, you might not have, when there is no time band, you might not have that zeal to say you want to work on projects. But when you have the time, that's the reason why we have a community. And one of the things that we are going to do as a community is that every month now, starting this month, every month we are going to be giving you projects to work on. And you have to submit the project at the end of the month. And it's going to be a competition. And after that, you need to upload that project on LinkedIn. However, they used to say something. You can take a horse to the river, but you cannot force the horse to drink water. So we are trying, this is an encouragement to everyone, to all our alumni, please. This is an encouragement to you all. Please make sure, don't relent. If the job did not come now, does not mean it's not going to come forever. It's going to come. Be patient. We have someone in our community. I was just discussing with him was it this week or last week? He got 4 jobs together. 4 jobs together. Another section we are going to be having after the prompting your way to smarter work is on job interview. This will also be a big section like this where we are going to broadcast to everyone, because our goal is that everyone has why they are able to achieve why they are here. This person has mentored a lot of people and they have gotten job. So this person has the knowledge required. We actually, there's a project we are working on to use this person's brain to create a model that will be training people on how to attend interview. So we are going to have another session. We have a lot of things. So please don't forget, we are going to be dropping project. And the project is for our students that are on Open My Offer Letter. So that was the reason why we reached out to all our students, all the old batches. The only criteria before then, the criteria for you to be moved to Open My Offer Letter was completion of your project and collection of certificates. But now, completion, once you have completed your project, you have submitted your project, we are going to move you to Open My Offer Letter. Why are we doing this? We only want the serious minded in the Open My Offer Letter group, because we are going to focus, we are going to put our spotlight on these people to make sure that they are able to achieve their aim. And we are also employing them to work with us. So that when we give you, you are no more our student. You are no more our current students. Our current students, if we give them tasks, it's a must. They have to finish it. They know that. But for the old student, there's a limit we can drag them. So please make sure that when we give you the monthly project, you are able to submit it in time. So I want to thank every one of you. Thank you, everyone that joined this call. Thank you so much. I'm really happy to see different faces. Our alumni, our big alumni. Mr. Daly, thank you always for your support. Thank you always, Mr. Haywai, Jumai, Michael, Vera. It's good to have you, Mr. Willie. Oh my God, that is our main admin everywhere. Thank you everyone for joining. Yeah, Mr. Funshaw. So I'll be introducing Mr. Funshaw very soon. Very soon. Mr. Funshaw is my new colleague at work. He was just employed directly from Nigeria as well. From Nigeria to Qatar. Many people think it's actually not possible for you to be employed directly from your home country to international country. I am part of I was employed directly from Nigeria, all expenses paid. I was telling someone yesterday, say, wow, you are lucky. They are not doing that again. I said, no, they still did it for my friend last week. So it happened every day. In fact, we have some specific role here in Qatar that they only employ Nigeria. Tech, I'm talking about tech. Nigerian. They only, so please, do not let us. Thank you so much, Mr. Dilly. You want to say something?
Yeah, I saw that you're about rounding up, and I saw that there is a question on the chat that you probably missed.
I did not.
That is,
thank you.
That
Continue.
is one. Number two, I want to especially thank Nike for taking out time to go through this topic with us. Unfortunately, I had a clash at work. I had a clash, so I didn't get most of what she talked about. But even from the topic, I know it is something that I will be needing very, very soon. As soon as I, round up my program, my master's program in data science and analytics, I will be needing that part of the lecture of our talk, because these are not taught in school. They will never teach you how to build your portfolio. They just tell you build your portfolio. They will not teach you how to make yourself visible. And this is visibility that we are talking about. You can be very good, and yet not be visible. So the whole thing will just amount to somebody that is winking at a lady in the dark. Nobody sees you, but you know you are winking. You know you want that lady, but the lady is not seeing you because you are in the dark. So if you go through all the training, you have all the skills, without making yourself visible, you are just wasting your time in the labor market. That is just the truth. So this is, to me, a very, very important part of IT, and it's one problem that a lot of people have. You see people that are very good, but they are not visible. So, Nika, thank you very much for taking our time for us to have this knowledge. My question is this: how soon can we get the video of this session? I wasn't here, so but I need it.
Thank you so much for that. There's an already answer for the question, because we're actually broadcasting on YouTube. So if you go on YouTube on our page, KZ Solution Academy, you are going to be able to watch the video live and direct. Thank you so much for that. All right, so for the question on GitHub, that is a very good question. So GitHub is actually a platform that is used to they call it version control. Yeah, version control is a repository where you can save your code, you can save your project. GitHub itself is a portfolio where you can upload your project, and it is very easy to do. Recently I worked on a project on gold price prediction using news headline sentiment analysis for my master's degree in big data. And one of the things that actually made me stand out and made me to have a good score in the project was because the project was uploaded to my GitHub. When I submitted the project, I just submitted the thesis, and I put the link to my GitHub if you check my LinkedIn, you'll be able to see the link. And if you click on the link, it's going to take you to my project. You remember I told us the other time that one good thing about IT or tech is that the work, there is no secret. It's all the work that I use months to do. If you go to my GitHub, you will be able to find everything, or the code, the source code, the material, everything I use. Even you'll be able to see, you should read me some important information. You'll be able to. So in short, GitHub is where is also a portfolio where but it's specifically used for code, version controlling. For instance, I push my code to GitHub. If I want to do anything if I want to add something to that project, I want to enhance the project, I can do this. I can do the enhancement on my system, on my code, on the code, and improve the code. And I push. If I push that code again, it's going to create another version of what I had there before. So if what I push had an error, I can easily revert to the old one on the GitHub. That is why we call it version control. It's actually used in the workplace as well. For developers, this is what they use. It's also used to work collaboratively. When you push to GitHub, if you have any other person in your team, they can also see the code and work on it, and you can actually work together. So as you are pushing, you are pulling. So that is what GitHub is. So I believe I have answered your question, Usa Ukute. Usa Ukute, we actually miss you. We miss you. So please, everyone, if you are here to be on the Open My Offer letter, please try to be there. The only condition for you to be there is for you to submit your project. And we have some that for them to do the project, because they have left it for some time, they might need to re-enroll. And for all our students that have left it for some time and you believe you might not be able to do that project, you want to, because we have improved. Before, we do not have Python in our curriculum, in our syllabus, but now we have it. So you can re-enroll and we have a discount for you. All right, any other question? So if there is no more question, once again, I want to appreciate every one of you that joined this call. Thank you so much, especially the big ones. Thank you. Mr. Shegun, I can see you. Thank you so much for attending. Olaminike, I want to really appreciate you for taking your time to give us this. I mean, this is what people pay for, and you're able to give us for free. Thank you for giving back to the community. And this is also an open call to everyone. We have a lot of people in our community that are already working as a data analyst. If you have something you want to teach the community, come. So the floor is open. We are trying to do knowledge transfer. Let us teach one another. Let's learn from one another and let us grow together. So thank you so much, bro Ayokunle. Thank you so much for joining. Everyone, Gloria, Olaoluwakiton, thank you so much. Thank you, everyone. Mr. Funshaw, thank you so much. All right, so please, next month, we are going to have another section on prompting your way to smarter work. This is not specifically on data. Whichever role, please share it with everyone, with your friends. Whether you are a fashion designer, whether you are a caterer, you know how you can use AI to do your own publicity yourself without even paying anyone. How you can use AI to reach, you can use AI to actually make all your contacts on LinkedIn. You can use AI tools to extract their email address. I've seen some people that they say they are doing WhatsApp automation. What do you think they are doing? All these tools are actually free. So we are going to teach you how to make use of these tools using prompt engineering. So we are going to call the same meeting by next month. And after that, we are going to be having another section again, which will be on job interview. This will be a very effective section. But before then, I want everybody to have worked on their portfolio, to step by step. Work on your portfolio, work on your CV, make sure your LinkedIn is up and running. Then we now crown it with job interview. And by God's grace, you are going to land that's your dream job. Thank you, everyone, once again. See you next month. Good night.
Recording stopped.
Good night.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye. Bye.
Good
night, sir. Thank you.
Good night.
Mr. Laka, don't forget the medium. Thank you.
Yeah, sure. Oh, I will put it on the group.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.